Nearly 40 years after first striking fear with a painful and grotesque set of symptoms, the Ebola virus is back. Ebola, the subject of the 1995 movie Outbreak, has now killed at least 88 people in the West African countries of Guinea and Liberia. And the worry is it could get a lot worse. Cobiella reports.
It is a terrifying virus, highly infectious, quick to kill, with no vaccine and no cure. Doctors in Guinea are dealing with the most aggressive strain. Only 1 out of 10 victims survives. Epidemiologist Michel Van Erp says they're facing an epidemic on an unprecedented scale, not in numbers of victims, but because the cases are so spread out in Guinea and across its borders. The only way to stop Ebola is to find and isolate everyone who's come into contact with it. The virus, which causes vomiting, diarrhea, bleeding, and eventual organ failure, spreads through contact with body fluids. The aid group Doctors Without Borders is setting up quarantine clinics, but they're battling against a suspicious and scared public. People are so afraid, this man said, they've stopped shaking hands. An Air France flight from Guinea to Paris was quarantined yesterday after a passenger was sick in the bathroom. No one was infected with Ebola.
He's gonna arrest!
In 1995, the movie Outbreak showed an Ebola-like virus spreading through a fictional California town, while the real virus killed off nearly an entire village in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Laurie Garrett is with the Council on Foreign Relations.
And you have a lot of people who have recovered from civil war and are living in war-ravaged areas with very poor infrastructures. Well, as soon as word goes out of quarantine, you have people start trying to escape and, get away from the clutches of authorities.
Guinea is trying to cope with the threat by banning bushmeat from bats, monkeys, and apes, a possible source of Ebola, and educating the public on how to stay alive. Cobiella, CBS News, London.